Today, I'm going to give you some tasty Scarlet Lady secrets. All of these pointers are about some lesser-known, off-the-beaten-path snack and meal options. If that sounds tempting, please keep watching. Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are having a splendid day, and if you're new here, welcome. I did a video recently on 7 Super Scarlet Lady secrets, and you guys really seem to like it. It's one of my most popular videos. So I thought I'd do another secrets video, but this time all about some food you can enjoy while you're on board. And I will link my first Scarlet Lady Secrets video at the end of this video if you'd like to check it out. It has some good information. I've sailed with Virgin 6 times, and some of these food and snack options are easy to miss if you're not familiar with the Scarlet Lady. By the way, I have a video that gives a close-up look at the food served in the restaurants on the Scarlet Lady, and I will put the link in the description box if you'd like to watch. With all that being said, let's dive in. My first tip is about dinner at the Galley. The Galley is a nice option for dinner because it's quiet, you don't need a reservation, and you can just pop by whenever you like. But another reason you might want to dine there is because the Galley offers a dinner special at night. And this is a nice option instead of a burger or a sandwich. On our most recent sailing, they had a roast beef dinner one evening with all the fixings. They were carving the roast beef on site, so you could get your roast beef however you liked, more on the rare side or more well done. Another night, they offered turkey. This is a side note, but a nice way to spend an evening on the Scarlet Lady is to grab dinner at the Galley and then have a sunset swim. The deck is really pretty and peaceful at dusk. My next tip is about the grab-and-go options. I've mentioned this in a previous video, but the Galley has food options that you can just pick up and take back to your stateroom or enjoy on deck. They usually have things like fresh fruit, salads, wraps, and charcuterie, and look for the grab-and-go options near the entrance. But there are other grab-and-go options by the dock restaurant at the back of the ship, and one of my viewers told me about this, so thank you very much if you're watching. And here you'll find some delicious desserts, things like tres leches cake and a chocolate mousse cake. Really good stuff. But where else can you snag some sweet treats when you have the munchies? Of course, there's the ice cream parlor, but there are a few more options for sailors. First up is the Galley, Virgin's food court. Although the Galley is not a buffet and a server takes your order, you need to walk around if you want to find the desserts. The Galley has all sorts of tasty options, and you can just walk up and ask for what you like. The Social Club Lounge also offers lots of cookie and cake items to satisfy any sweet tooth. It's on Deck 7 right near the Wake Steakhouse restaurant. This is the spot that also serves hot dogs and chicken wings. And finally, if you're craving a croissant for breakfast, head to the Grounds Club coffee shop. It's also on Deck 7. It's a great spot for a quick breakfast, or if you just want to grab a couple pastries and take them back to your stateroom. All of these options are free to sailors, as are all restaurants on the Scarlet Lady. Oh, and you don't have to go to Deck 7 if you want to purchase a specialty coffee. There is another Grounds Club coffee shop located on one side of the Galley. My next tip is about Extra Virgin, the Italian restaurant on board. I prefer very home-style Italian, and Extra Virgin is more foodie Italian. All their pastas are made in-house, by the way, and the food is good, but sometimes you may not be in the mood for truffle gnocchi or oxtail pasta. If you ask, they will give you a simple pasta marinara. Extra Virgin does have marinara sauce, although it's not on the menu. So you can have pasta with marinara sauce if you're a vegetarian, or if you're in the mood for spaghetti and meatballs, you can order spaghetti with marinara sauce and get the appetizer meatballs. This is good to know if you're traveling with a picky eater or if you're just not in the mood for really rich food. They do have a pork and beef bolognese sauce as well, and this is on the menu. And while we're on the topic of secret menu items, I wanted to mention Razzle Dazzle. I talked about this in a previous video, but Razzle does have a couple off-the-menu options, including a steak dish, I believe it's a New York strip, and a spicy Indian butter chicken. Both are very good. I don't think Razzle gets the credit it deserves for dinner because they do have many vegan and vegetarian options, so I think that does turn off some sailors. But the food is really good, and in my experience, the servers are excellent and a lot of fun. And there are several options for carnivores. Oh, and the cheese tots are yummy, my favorite side dish. Moving on, my next tip is to get some free movie snacks. The Social Club Lounge that I talked about earlier on Deck 7 does offer popcorn and candy. The popcorn is free and the candy is free. Just ask for a bag of whichever candy you would like. On our sailing, they had saltwater taffy, Swedish fish, and licorice. And then maybe enjoy a movie in your cabin. The Scarlet Lady has a fantastic movie selection and all the movies are complimentary. I know I'm going to get the comment, who watches movies on cruises? I don't know, people who like movies or people who just want to take a break and relax in their stateroom. Those type of people. On our recent sailing, my husband and I took a couple hours in late afternoon just to go back to the cabin and relax, and we watched The Firm, and I had forgotten how good that movie is. So if you haven't seen it or you haven't seen it recently, highly recommend. And one last tip that has nothing to do with food. On our recent sailing, we went to Cozumel, and Cozumel was an hour behind ship time. The Scarlet Lady stayed on Eastern Standard Time, and my husband, because he's super smart, he brought a traditional watch with him that he always kept on ship time. And this was really helpful because all of our electronics automatically switched to Cozumel time. When we were on our excursion, that helped us keep track of time and know how much time we had before we had to head back to the Scarlet Lady. By the way, my next video is going to be a full cruise review of our most recent sailing. I'm going to talk about what it was like not to be a rock star on this cruise. Our last couple cruises on the Scarlet Lady were in suites, so some of the differences really surprised me. So please subscribe if you don't want to miss it. I have a lot to share with you. And that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Have you ever sailed on the Scarlet Lady? Do you have any tips? If so, please leave them in the comment section below so we can all learn from each other. If you'd like to talk Virgin Cruising with me just a little bit longer, I will link to videos at the end that I think you might like. The video on the left is 7 super secrets about the Scarlet Lady, and the video on the right is all about how to avoid lines, waiting, and frustration on your Scarlet Lady cruise. Until next time, I hope you have happy and safe travels. I appreciate you and thank you so much for watching. Bye.